I'm not a huge Call of Duty player, but when I play with guys who actually know what they're doing, I can be a good teammate.
Run on in there. We're going to flank him. Travis, get in there.
They're around the stairs. They're around the stairs. One shot. I got 2 shots on him. Knocked his armor.
Leroy Jenkins.
Yee! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to New Heights, a Jukes original show presented by Wave Sports and Entertainment. We are your hosts. This is my brother, Jason Kelsey. I am his little brother, Travis Kelsey, and New Heights is a show that we record in person.
That's right. We're in Kansas City, and in Kansas City, I thought I would wear my 87 jersey, but it's got a little bit of character to it.
Very festive.
Oh, yeah. The best nickname in the land.
Big Yeti. You want to see the Yeti?
Nobody wants to see it. Nobody wants to see it. We're in the Big Yeti's house. We're in the Big Yeti's cave.
The 49ers saw the Big Yeti. Yeah, New Heights comes out every Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube or anywhere you get your podcasts, and follow us on all social media platforms at New Heights Show. Jason, what we got?
We got a great episode coming up, Trav.
Another one.
We're going to break down the Chiefs' big win in the Bay Area, recap my bye week, which was
Electric.
more eventful than most bye weeks, especially if you're not going anywhere.
Got out the house, man.
We'll talk position swaps and get into a deep dive into coaching. But first, new news! So we have finally regained our number one spot in the sports podcast world in Apple, and have also regained it in Spotify. Thanks to all of you.
We're the best.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. You guys are the best.
It's pretty remarkable.
You guys tuning in.
I can't believe that we're back up at the top, but man, it feels good.
Man, it feels good. It even feels better when you win and you're at the top.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You don't know what I mean. You've never lost.
That's a good point. Well, more importantly, we also got a nice little shout out from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, which, not going to lie, never thought I would be someone that would converse. And actually, I didn't converse with him. He just tweeted at us.
Yeah.
Really, I never thought my name would come out of The Rock in verbiage or text. So that was probably a highlight of my year.
You didn't even believe it was real when we told you.
I did not.
It's crazy.
I was very skeptical.
World. We're living in a fantasy world, everyone.
Yeah, I mean, it is crazy when someone of that status can instantly, within a few seconds, say something to somebody, and it changes your perception.
Yeah, 100%.
It's pretty cool.
I was like sitting there for the next like 10, 15 minutes trying to like
figure out what
am I going to say back.
I know.
Yeah.
I gave up. I didn't say anything back. I was just like, I'm not going to realize this. I'm going to keep this internal.
You gotta say what they said though. What he said.
Oh yeah. They said, my Kelsey boys, T Kelsey at Jason Kelsey, 2 bad dudes in the game. No Burger King hands here, my brothers. All I got are 2 fucked up, calloused T-Rex hands for the culture. Crying, laughing emoji face. Much respect always, and good seeing you, Trav, at the ESPYs.
It's always cool running into him. I mean, I've
you know everybody.
Dude,
how do you know all these people?
Because I actually leave
the house. You know The Rock?
I leave the house, Jason. You have to leave the house. You saw that. You met a bunch of people this past week because you left the house.
How about that?
All
you got to do to meet people is leave the house. It's good to know. Well, yeah.
Put on that game day fit and get out there, man.
So, yeah, he. Thank you for clarifying The Rock. Pretty awesome. Thank you. Much respect. I guess we should explain what Burger King hands are. It sounds like people are a little unsure. Yeah. Maybe they missed that ad campaign from a few years back. But there's a whole ad campaign that Burger King was running to emphasize how big the Whopper was. And they did so by saying it made people's hands look small. And in the bodybuilding community, I feel like a lot of people use machine-based exercises. So that was the joke there, was that they never work on their hands. And, people that are really actually functionally strong usually have big forearms, strong hands, calloused hands, fingers that don't work. Yeah.
This guy, you guys probably had no idea this guy's out here playing football with 9 fingers.
Well, it still goes there. It just doesn't close at that knuckle. It can go there, but not. It can't do that. Can't do that. Got nothing from that knuckle down.
So how do you tape them? Are you're walking
Listen,
around with the Ninja Turtle hands?
Human body is remarkable. For a couple years, I had to close my fist like this and to go like that. But eventually, you just get used to it.
So if you were to punch somebody right now, would it hurt you more or them?
Well, you're not supposed to punch with these 2 knuckles. It's a good lesson for you. These 2 knuckles, you'll get a boxing fracture right there in the 5th metatarsal. I don't even know if that's right, but always hit with these 2 knuckles.
Nice. All
right. The Rock, officially a member of the New Heights crew. Speaking of, do we have a name for our fans yet? Is there a?
I think we have to come up with one.
Do we come up with one, or do they come up with one?
I'll tell you what. We'll take all the suggestions that you guys got.
Do you have any suggestions?
Unless.
Do you have anything that comes to like New Heights crew is good?
New Heights. Gosh, I'm not this creative on the spot.
Yeah, I usually just go to thesaurus. New Heights congregation. That makes it sound too serious.
Way too serious.
Listeners, obviously, that's like too.
New Heights.
Kind of just like very. What else we got? New Heights lurkers. They're lurking. No, that makes it sound creepy.
Yeah.
The New Heights gathering.
Man, you're on a roll, but none of these are working.
All right, I'm literally just reading thesaurus.com for fans. That's usually how I come up with everything. Heights House.
The Heights House. Ooh.
We're both family.
Yeah.
We're in your house.
All right now.
All right, whatever. House. You guys will be much more creative.
Please help us out.
Yeah, please come up with a good name for all our fans. Speaking of fans, we got our fan mentions of the week.
Nice. We do love these comments, by the way. So please keep them coming.
And we got a few this week. So here we got one from CSUN 555 on Instagram. If your football positions were switched, who would be better in their role? This is a no-brainer.
100%.
You can go ahead.
All right. So Jason's already 250 pounds. I would easily be able to hold my own in the middle of the O-line. Playing guards, not so much tackle. Can't handle those athletes. But I can, because you're not necessarily the strongest guy, but you're very tricky. And that's where I think I'm tricky. I'm tricky when I block and keep hands off me more than I.
Travis.
I'm fighting it, man.
You would get destroyed if you tried to line up and play center for a little bit. Maybe if you took a year to put a little bit of weight on and develop that technique.
I just do the Jason Kelsey gain weight plan.
I'm saying if we switch right now, you think you could go snap a ball, block a 350-pound nose guard?
It would have to take for me to get on the Jason Kelsey gain weight plan where you just drink a keg of beer every week.
Yeah.
And eat pizzas, and I would have to gain some weight.
Yeah.
I would have to gain some weight. I would have to get up to, what are you right now? 270, 280, 290?
290.
Ooh. Muscle does weigh more than fat.
There we go. Fat and muscle weigh more than tight ends.
Touche.
I think
this is definitely a no-brainer. Jason's such a good athlete. Everyone's already seen him out in space.
I can't catch a ball anymore, though. I tried to play tight end.
You got 9 fingers, man.
I know. I tried playing tight end before. I ran a deep out. I don't even know what that's called.
Please tell. Oh, my God.
15 yards out.
Film?
Huh? It's on film.
Please tell me this.
Well, actually, I don't know if it's on film. Before the Jets game, let's see, Carson was still in Philadelphia, 4th preseason game. I went out there, ran some routes, ran a 15-yard, and fell down. I'm like, okay, I can't do this anymore.
What?
But here's why it's me. That I would be better is because you can hide a tight end that can't catch the ball. There's a lot of tight ends in the NFL that aren't great catchers. We can call some blocking plays. We can call some outside zones right at the point of attack. I can set that point really well. There's nothing you can call if somebody's going to line up in a bear front and put a 350-pound nose guard over you.
I'll tell you,
it's going to ruin the game.
There's one O-lineman.
It's going to ruin the game.
If there's one O-lineman amongst the 5 that you can hide, center would be the one.
I would agree with that.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, you can do stuff at tackle, though. You can do chips and thumps and things like that, which can help out for sure.
Yeah, or you could just
You don't get any
help from
chip
your
or thump.
guards.
Well, if it's a 5 down front, it's man all day.
Yeah, but against who? A guy that can't move?
I wish that was the case. That's the way it was when I first got in the league. And then around 4 or 5 years ago, defensive coordinator was like, how about we start putting like better pass rushers at this spot? And then it got real hard. Yeah. So, but you guys don't see a lot of 5 down fronts with Pat. And, you've seen a little bit more this year now that Tyreek's not there. So I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit more variety of defenses, but we'll see how that lasts.
Yeah. All right. Well, so I think we both agree I'd be better at tight end. Travis would not do very well.
Unfair question.
All right. Second question from Sir Dread.
Sir Dread.
Time out. First of all, that's a great nickname. That's a great at name. On Twitter, what is the weirdest thing you guys have autographed? I don't really have anything that weird. I mean, I guess like a golf ball, a baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Nothing's coming to my mind.
I've been asked to sign
a shoe,
a baby, but
that's pretty weird.
And I always make jokes name? When kids come and say, "Hey, can you sign my arm?" Like, yeah, I got to get parental consent. But the parent was the one that actually asked me to sign their baby. So I had.
Where'd you sign the baby?
I didn't sign them. I did not put a Sharpie on a baby. I did. I said, "Ma'am, I'm sorry, I can't do this."
So you refused the baby?
Yeah. If that baby would have went to the hospital, I would have felt extremely.
What would it have gone to the hospital?
I don't know. For? Lick its hand, lick its arm. I don't know. Isn't ink bad for you and Sharpie bad for skin?
I don't know. I don't think it would.
At that point, you're a dad. You should know these kind of things.
Okay, I am a dad, and my babies have ingested lots of things way worse than Sharpie.
You're killing it, Dad.
You're still in this phase of like, oh, babies are like immaculate creatures that like. And this is what all new fathers go through. The first baby, you drop the pacifier on the ground, and you got to pick it up, put it in boiling water, make sure it's completely sanitary before you put it back in the kid's mouth. You know what happens now with Elliot? And
10-second rule.
No, there ain't no 10-second rule. That thing could be under the couch living its life. If she's crying, I'm picking it up, giving it the wipe off, and it's going right in the mouth. All right?
All right.
So.
You say so.
I'll sign a baby. Give me a baby, I'll sign it. All right.
Now I'm because see, this entire time I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing, and now I'm an asshole.
Well, you got
I'm an asshole for not signing that baby.
Yeah, you are. Yep. The ref looked like he asked Mike Evans for an autograph this week after the game. The NFL has denied it.
That was definitely an autograph for sure.
You think so?
I mean,
let's open it up. I'm gonna I haven't even seen this.
It was in the tunnel after the game. Went up to him like
I'm gonna watch this
something.
live.
I'm sure it was for a friend or a family
member. I think the NFL's taking it down.
They're trying to get rid of it.
They're trying to get rid of the video evidence.
Yeah, I mean,
no, I don't want to buy your ads, NBC.
If a ref ever came up to you after a game and asked you to sign something for him,
Travis, I just said I'd sign a baby. Of course, I'd sign something for a referee.
Fucking go, baby!
All right.
We won again.
Third comment is from Donna Kelsey at DKelsey1. I think I know this person.
Mom.
What was your most memorable dare in high school?
Man, this one it was good if you were there.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah.
I mean, you might as well go ahead. It definitely tees up this story for sure. I wasn't much of a daredevil. I think Jason kind of jumped into things.
No, it wasn't even a dare. It was like she's referencing when I was in high school and middle school, the show Jackass had just gotten like really popular. So like when I was a freshman, they were filming this whole like bunch of clips that would show
the seniors were
doing it, and they were using a lot of freshmen.
Pretty sure it was a class project.
I don't think so.
All right.
I think this is just for fun, but they were using freshmen to do a lot of shenanigans, get it on tape for laughs. And they asked me if I wouldn't mind getting some breakaway sweatpants and swimsuit underneath, tear the sweatpants off, and then jump into a trash can like I was a diver.
This is a notorious story.
So I stand up, say cannonball, bow, jump, get stuck in the trash can. The trash can tips over. And right away, Mr. Reed takes me to
Security.
the principal's office.
Can we please get this guy out of here?
Which I don't know. I don't think that's a.
That was 100% a dare.
Well, no, but I'm saying, what am I getting in trouble for that for? It wasn't like I was naked.
Disturbing the peace.
It was a social. It was like a cafeteria.
It was the social room. It was the social room of the cafeteria.
Yeah.
I mean, what did he do?
I don't even remember. I know I kind of got like a harsh.
Don't you do that again.
Don't you jump in our trash cans. What are we talking about? I was confused then why I got into like kind of trouble. And then, I don't know. There are a lot of other things I did that I definitely deserve to get into trouble for. Anyways, thanks, Mom. Thanks, everyone, for the comments and questions.
To all those
Keep them coming.
To all the high school kids out there, we don't need to be jumping in any trash cans with any scuba gear on. So
yeah, well, I don't know. Hey, listen, if you're in high school, I feel like that's an appropriate level of like pushing the boundaries. All right, you can't just be a goody two shoes. You know what I mean?
You always gotta push the line just a little bit, push the envelope just a little bit.
If my son, the worst thing he does in high school is jump into a trash can, I'm thanking the Lord.
That was not the worst thing you did in high school.
Either
Either way, thank you guys for the comments.
Yeah, thank you.
Keep them coming, baby. Keep them coming. We love them. We love to hear from you guys. Moving on to 12 bold topics of Week 7 in the NFL. This is how it goes. Jason tees him up about my game, and since Jason didn't have a game in Week 7, I'll tee it up on what his bye week was looking like.
Yeah.
So go ahead and jump us off, brother.
All right, brother. Back in the win column. Chiefs over the Niners. Niners have been playing really good too. Just had a blockbuster trade.
Yeah.
So a lot of things have been looking up. I was very curious to see how this game went.
Mm-hmm.
And I followed on my phone because I was at the Phillies playoff game. But offense went crazy. Put up 44 on what I think going into that game was the number 1 ranked defense in the NFL. I know it was up there.
It was up there.
Yeah, based on DVOA, 6th best offensive game in modern history. Wow.
That's.
Do you know what the number 1 offensive game of modern history is?
I do, because I'm reading the same prompter that you are.
This is my section. Why are you reading my section?
Go ahead. Tell everybody who the number 1.
Well, why don't you just act like you know it?
Kansas City Chiefs versus the Cleveland Browns. It was homecoming for me. And we had the best offensive game
I remember
put together. That was a fun one, 2018.
I remember that game. I was at that game.
You were at that game.
Yeah.
You saw the best offensive game.
That was cool.
We were on fire. Pat Mahomes was slinging it around to everyone. I think Kareem Hunt also. Cleveland native, Northeast Ohio. He was running all over the place. Also had a touchdown in the screen game.
I think that's why Cleveland ended up acquiring him, probably, is because he was a monster in that game.
100%. He was untouchable that game. But similar to this 49ers game, Pat was
dialed in.
He was dialed in. He was also spreading it around to everyone. Everyone got a piece of the pie. To this past game, Marquez, I think he had 111 off of like 3 or 4 catches receiving. And on top of that, Juju Smith-Schuster, my dog Juju, went bananas, as Pat McAfee would say, bananas. And shout out to the Pat McAfee show. And it's fun, man. When everyone gets a piece of it. I mean, Mecole Hardman, 3 touchdowns off a couple carries and a jet sweep that counted as a pass. When everybody gets a piece of the pie.
Might have counted as a pass because
it was a little forward touch pass.
Like a quick thing hits faster.
Yeah, it was like a 1 yard in front of him. Just
nice.
But I mean, hats off to the 49ers. They're obviously a great team. Mm-hmm. Very well coached team in Shanahan and DeMeco Ryan. I think DeMeco Ryan will end up being a head coach in this league. I
sure hope so.
1,000%.
DeMeco played with the Philadelphia Eagles. For everyone that is not aware, he was our starting middle linebacker for, oh man, I hope I don't get this wrong. I mean, for 4 years or 3 years.
He was a staple for that team for sure.
He was a captain, and I mean, honestly, it's not a shock to see him succeed in the coaching realm. He was that guy that was the coach on the field. He was a huge leader for us in his time in Philadelphia.
And what he's
extremely
done,
well respected.
What he's done in Philadelphia is he's kind of tweaked that cover 3. My bad. What he's done in San Fran is he's kind of tweaked that cover 3 that came from the Gus Bradley Seattle 3. Yeah. He's playing a lot more shell, a lot more variations. Blitzes a little bit more, plays a little bit more man. And I mean, it's more of a junk ball than what you would typically get out of that kind of defense. And he's had him at the top of the charts. But I think Coach Reed came in with an unbelievable game plan. Can't just throw it on Coach Reed. Matt Nagy is one of my favorite coaches of all time. Yeah. Absolutely love that guy to death. Since he's been in the building, just the understanding of how he teaches the pass game and how he teaches a lot of the third down stuff, a lot of the red zone stuff, just makes it so much more clear for guys to understand what's the intentions of this play. Yeah. And it makes it way more easier on us to go out there and actually, run the play how it's supposed to be designed. Yeah. And you throw in Bieniemy as well as Coach Heck with the run game. And it was just all around. We knew we had a lot of confidence going into that game to be able to tear up that defense. And all we had to do was just bring the energy. Yeah, Coach Heck, man, he got me fired up. We always have a meeting with the offensive line, tight ends, and running backs the night before, and he said, "You know what? Make this game personal, and not necessarily make it personal for the guys across the ball. If you didn't like what you put on film last time, put all of it right here on your heart, and you go out there and you put something on film that you can be proud of. Yeah, and take it one play at a time. Do that every single play. Play your tail off and put something on film that you'd be proud of." Yeah. And it registered because I don't think when we were playing against the Bills, we played with as much heart as much aggression the entire course of the game. There were points of the game that you could feel in, but at the same time, the San Fran game, the whole time, it just felt like the energy was up, the communication was high, the demeanor of the team was full throttle, keep the foot on the pedal the whole time. Yeah. And that's when we're flying around doing that offensively with the O-line playing their tail off, finishing guys downfield, getting a part of the piles, and not letting just guys, rally to the ball and get a late hit. That kind of stuff, you just feed off of that kind of energy. Right. And and when I tell you it was one play after another, and we had the pick early, but that's an interception that we can clean up. It got kind of tipped in the air a little bit. And our young receiver, Sky Moore, he's going to be a stud, man. I can't wait to see him just keep growing because he's electric when he has the ball in his hands. We just got to keep finding ways to get him that.
Yeah, and I mean, I think, it doesn't sound like anything crazy, what you said, Andy Heck said, or Coach Heck. Yeah. But sometimes you just need those little reminders. And the best coaches and the best leaders end up feeling that, right? Yeah. And it's like, okay, we're overthinking this. We are getting too far ahead of ourselves. Everybody just focus on your job, focus on each play, dominating your matchup, taking it personal. You know what I mean? That's sometimes those little reminders make all the difference. All of it, yeah. And especially night before. I'm a big fan of the night before meetings because
don't peak too soon now.
Yeah, well, I mean, the game
it can get you fired up for sure, though.
But I don't even think it's so much about firing up. I think it's honestly what you're thinking about before you go to bed. Like I really feel like a lot of times what I visualize happening the next day before I go to sleep ends up almost coming true.
Are you a sorcerer?
I think so.
Are you?
No, I just think I think when you obviously not like specific
Isaac Newton,
but when you visualize things the night before and you go to sleep on that, like if you visualizing yourself, taking it one play at a time, you visualize yourself, picking ball carriers up, running to the ball, doing all these things right before you go to bed. I think it does make a difference the next day.
100%. So, I'm huge on visualizing stuff. I love to just think about. I like looking at diagrams and imagining versus every single coverage how I'm going to run this route to get open. Yeah. Where I'm going to get it. How are the pawns or the defensive pieces going to relate to every single route? Yep. And I love that's what gets me fired up during the week when Coach Reed and all the offensive coaching staff are putting up the plays in the game plan. That's some of my favorite stuff, and I feel like that helps out 1,000% because you always kind of have that creative understanding of in-time instincts to be able to do something that is going to help out your team. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, we've talked about this before. The diagrams are great, but what makes the difference of great players is being able to take those diagrams and make them their own, or visualize that into being something creative.
Yeah.
Now that we just talked about a bunch of football things, which were the reasons why you guys were successful, let's get to the real reason you guys won the game, which is Juju Smith-Schuster said, is that you guys play Call of Duty.
Yes, we did.
He said playing Call of Duty with you, Mahomes, and Marquez on Friday.
Marquez, yeah.
Marquez, thank you. Marquez on Friday was the difference in team chemistry.
I'll tell you what, there's something about off the field, camaraderie or just doing something fun with each other off the field that brings everything together. We've talked about this earlier on the podcast. I'm not a huge Call of Duty player. I'm more of like a sports video game guy. I'm in the 2K, Madden. I'm trash, yeah. But when I play with guys who actually know what they're doing, I can be a good teammate. I can revive everyone. I can tell everyone where they're at because they're shooting me.
You can be the run on in there. We're going to flank them. Travis, get in there.
They're around the stairs. They're around the stairs. One shot. I got 2 shots on him. Knocked his armor.
Leroy Jenkins. Stick to the play. Stick to the play.
So we get the game together.
Yeah.
And the first game, we only played 3 together. And this is the resurgence where you can kind of, as long as your team's alive, you can fly back in. As long as,
I don't know what any of this
either
means
way
right now.
So long story short, we win 3 in a row.
Okay.
And that's all we played. 3 games, first place.
Okay.
Back to back to back. When I tell you, that's like a once in a month, once in a week kind of thing for a guy like me. Like, I'm not getting dubs like that. But
so you're feeling good.
I'm feeling fantastic. All these guys are like, yeah, no, gotta go. Like, all right, everybody else is off, and I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go ahead and get my 4th win in a row, and I didn't even place in like the top 25. It was bad. So it just told you, when we're a team,
what do you call it, buns?
It's pretty unstoppable. Yeah, I was buns. I'm buns on the sticks, but getting better. I can hold my own. I'm not here putting up goose eggs in the kill column. You know what I mean? I'm putting up like 5 kills a game, but these dudes like Juju and Marquez are throwing up 10 plus kills.
What's your strategy?
I'm a flanker. I'm actually, it's funny you said that. I'm a flanker. So you're trying
There's
a lot of action going on over here. I'm going to go ahead and slide. Might take me a little.
That is so you. You are
over here. Sneak in the back door.
You've been a flanker in everything you've ever done. King flanker right here.
You're giving up my strategy, man. Chill out.
Made you a great tight end.
There's a lot of action going on.
Hey,
over there.
It was meant to be.
The oldest trick in the book.
Yeah.
Sneak through the back door.
Me, I'm just running in, just trying to melee guys. My strategy, just run as fast as possible, knife them. Whenever I played.
I'm not going to lie. I'm a big sneak up on somebody for sure and melee them.
You've always been sneaky.
That's a sneaky son of a gun. Very, very sneaky.
That's
pretty good. Big flanker, man. But yeah, no. Shout out to COD. Getting the gang closer and ready for this matchup, man. I can definitely feel what Juju was saying, though.
Are there any other video games you played that have brought teams closer together? Or I would say video games are a big part of...
especially since the comms, since you can play online and stuff, for sure. I feel like every single hockey tournament I ever went to, we were hooking the N64 up to the TV.
Yep.
Every single base, you know what I mean? As a kid, you're bringing the 64 everywhere you go.
Yep. That was my favorite console. I still play the 64.
I still got it. It's upstairs.
You have one too?
All the games included, yeah.
Well, I have one of mine, so. You have the original that we had at the house?
No, I think Dad's.
Yeah, that one was gone.
Yeah. It was a sweet one, though. It was a green one. You could see.
My favorite video game to build team chemistry is Wayne Gretzky 3D Hockey 98.
That made our college team closer, or at least the guys that were playing.
Wayne Gretzky 3D Hockey 98 for Nintendo 64. And obviously, once you're in college.
Was it 88 or 99? 98 or 99?
I think it's 98, but we kind of played whichever version was available.
Right on.
Which is a 2-on-2, 3-on-3, but like 2-on-2.
NBA Jam style.
Yeah, it's arcade hockey game, right? You can hit people. You can shoot fire shots where the goalies fly through the nets.
You fight.
But anyways, we made it into a drinking game. And it's one of those games where the computer has like a regulator on it, so the game's kind of always close.
And you can it's a little glitchy too, so you can master the glitches.
Oh yeah, definitely.
For sure. I mean, all N64 games had a little glitch.
Yeah,
Right?
that was part of the game, inside the game. But the
flanking, baby.
Yeah. So Wayne Brewski was the game that we played in college, which was for every time somebody scored a goal, the other team had to drink. Every time somebody got a hat trick on the opposing team, the opposing two players had to finish their beer. And I don't know if you guys have ever played Wayne Gretzky 3D Hockey 98, but they're high scoring games. Both players are definitely getting at least a hat trick.
At least.
And this led to, each game you're chugging pretty much 3 beers.
At least, yeah.
Each person.
If it's a competitive game, for sure.
So within 30 minutes, you're through a rack of beers.
Wayne Brewski, baby.
It's the greatest drinking game ever invented.
If you get in the fights,
everyone has to be drinking their beer while the fight is going on. Even the people in the fight. So you end up just mashing buttons until somebody gets knocked out.
What an electric game.
It was a great game. It was a great game.
We don't play it enough nowadays.
I need to hook that up. That's definitely got to come back out of the archives. That was the best drinking game we ever did. We also had Mario Kart 64, no drinking and driving. So you could drive, and then when you got in a crash, that's when you had to finish a beer before the race was over. Yeah.
That was really it. Those two.
And Halo. Halo was huge in college.
Yeah, I didn't get into that one.
Yeah.
I was never a Halo guy.
Well, you couldn't flank. You could definitely flank. All right. Chiefs fans have receipts on Tyreek.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You can't have too many receipts on this guy. I mean, this guy's the number one receiver in the National Football League right now.
He's doing pretty good.
He's going to probably set the record for the most yards ever by a receiver.
Well, Chiefs wideouts totaled 15 receptions for 271 yards and 3 touchdowns this past week.
Mm-hmm.
Cole Hardman became the first receiver in the Super Bowl era with 2 rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown in the same game. And Juju and Marquez became the first Chiefs receivers to both go over 100 receiving yards in a game since 2000.
Yep.
That's a lot of stats.
Yeah. It just shows you how much we're evolving. It just shows you that. It shows you how great Patrick Mahomes is playing.
Well, that's the thing. After the game, Chiefs fans resurfaced an old Keenan Allen IG comment. After Tyreek trade, he commented, "This one's going to expose some people. Glad he out the division too."
You did not say that, Keenan.
Who was he saying that about?
I hope it wasn't about me. That's my guy. I hope it didn't expose.
Who else would he have been talking about?
Maybe, Keenan says it's not so.
Maybe it was Mahomes, but I mean, it's either you or Mahomes. Those are the only 2 people that he's talking about.
It's the only 2 left, huh?
Right? Or unless you're talking about Coach Reed or something like that. But I have a feeling he was talking about you. I don't know why.
Either way,
clearly
if he was talking, whoever he was talking about, it's not true. It's good to see Keenan back out on the field. He got his hamstring back rolling, and hopefully he can make that Chargers team better, because right now they're getting exposed.
You might not want to talk trash. We don't need to talk trash yet.
What do you mean? I already got 1-0 against them already this year.
Trav, it's only 7 games in. You don't want to be.
This is true.
They got a lot of football left, and they got a good team. So, yeah, some people would even think Mahomes is playing better. The Chiefs' offense is better. RG3, fan of the show, said he thinks the Chiefs' offense is better without Tyreek. 7 games in.
Is
that true?
I think you look at the first year Pat had, obviously 55 touchdowns, was the MVP of the NFL. I think there was the new aspect, like it's new. Not a lot of teams can scheme it up. Not a lot of teams were ready for how Pat could throw the football, the weapons that we had. Tyreek was evolving. That offense was so much fun to play in. Mm-hmm. I think it keeps evolving into Pat's strengths, and Coach Reed is making this year something that teams haven't seen before.
Yeah.
So having that brand new, this team is new, the looks are new. We're not sure exactly how Juju is being used. We're not sure how MVS is being used. It's still a question on, all right, in Coach Reed's offense, how are these pieces going to work? Yep. Well, at the same time, the offense is evolving. And on top of that, you don't even know what this piece is doing.
That's interesting. Yeah, because I do feel like the best offenses are obviously ones that have great players, but also ones where the coaches have thought of some new things or are doing things that defenses haven't really caught on to yet.
And
so what you're saying
are still favorable to the pieces that they have.
Oh,
right?
Of course, yeah, right. Yeah, but
like it's not just we're dialing up this play because versus cover 3 we think it's going to go. We're dialing up this play because it has Patrick Mahomes.
We want this player to do this.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think so. What you're saying is losing Tyreek in some ways has forced Andy and the offensive staff to reevaluate ways to make the offense
new pieces.
Yeah,
new pieces.
Way to integrate these ways to still manufacture big plays.
100%.
Whereas before, like having Tyreek was almost like we knew what he was good at. We were going to keep doing these things. Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
100%. Right. So we still have Marquez outside doing a lot of the stuff that Tyreek was doing, a lot of stuff that Demarcus Robinson was doing in terms of deep passes, deep routes, explosive plays. And we added someone who can control the middle of the field with the tight ends in this offense.
Sure, yeah.
And Juju is a big, physical, fast receiver who feels the game very well. Smart individual, understands defenses, understands the number count of where guys have to relate, who's relating to him, and he can fill voids. Yeah. And he's a sure catch every single time. So it's fun to see how this offense keeps evolving. And it's fun to see these new faces. It's electric seeing Juju go for 124. You know, we haven't seen that in Kansas City. Yeah. That is electric. It's electric to see Marquez go downfield on 3rd and 9 and come through with a 40-yard bomb. Yeah. You know, that's electric. When we were talking about earlier, the feeling of seeing someone reach new heights or seeing someone reach that new
milestone.
Man, it's so much fun, and that's just what it builds is more energy to just keep fighting and keep finding new ways to get the ball downfield or get the ball in the end zone.
Well, a big reason the Chiefs' offense is better this year, just whether Tyreek's here or not, is I think Pat's just playing better. Not that Pat was playing bad. I just think he's been unbelievable. Yeah, and he's been unbelievable his whole career. Here's an insane Mahomes stat. He has the highest QB win percentage, including playoffs, since 2019. Number 1, Pat Mahomes.
Pat Mahomes.
Number 2, Aaron Rodgers. Number 3 is Patrick Mahomes when he has had games trailed by 10 plus points. He's above Brady at number 4 in games where he's double digit losing at a point in the game. So,
the one and only Sir Patrick Mahomes II.
Why is he playing so lights out this year? Same thing?
I think he might have heard Keenan Allen say that we got somebody's about to get exposed, and it's.
But that is an interesting. Do you think Pat takes it personal that?
He's a big note taker. I've seen him take notes. He's a huge note taker. He's probably got hundreds and hundreds of those spiral 70-page things that the note pages that we always.
You're talking about on plays or on people saying stuff?
I think on film study.
Oh, okay.
But I'm assuming since he takes notes so much on film study that he's
taking mental notes.
100%.
Yeah.
I think that fuels that kind of stuff fuels. I know it fuels me. If somebody's saying that I'm not going to be the same player, or if I'm going to be a lesser player the next year, or that fueled me this year.
100%.
1,000%.
Yeah. Whenever you've had
you're going to doubt me. All right, that juices me up.
Yeah. Well, you crashed Pat's post-game interview to call him the one and only Mahomes.
The one and only, baby.
Yeah. What's your best way to describe what makes him a special player?
I'm here. I think the best way.
Like Kermit the Frog. That's what you got.
I'm here. That dude is such a competitor, man. That dude, I love watching film, especially when we win, because he's making unbelievable plays. But he's such a competitor in how he fights for the guys around him. Yeah. He doesn't. If he sees something cheap, he's not the guy that's gonna let that slide. He's gonna go and tell that dude, "Hey, man, cut all that extra shit out." Yeah. He's fighting for the guys next to him on the field at all times, leading us on the sideline, getting the guys rallied, getting the guys refocused, going up to guys. Hey, this is how we like this play. This is how the communication. Big on the comms. He's just the ultimate leader, man. And that's what makes it so fun to play with him, because he's going to do the instinctual stuff on the field to where he's Pat Mahomes. Nobody can do Nobody can throw the way he does. Nobody has the creativity in his mind to be able to, just have plays that you wouldn't think would be possible.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's his film study. I think it's his ability to remember that kind of stuff. Like if you talk to him, he's got that McVay kind of memory where he remembers watching this play from the third game of 2017 when he was scouting, the Philadelphia Eagles when we were playing. He has this weird way of remembering what defensive coordinators do, and it only makes him that much more quick twitch, that much more instinctual on the field.
Yeah, in some ways I'm surprised by that you say he takes notes.
Man, that dude, when I tell you it's chicken scratch, but that shit, it's got to be doing something, man.
Because he's such a instinctual player. Obviously he understands the offense to a T. I feel like most guys that are dialed in note takers don't play the way Patrick Mahomes does. I think what makes Pat unique watching him is his, intuition. It's his instinctive play where he is clearly in his mind free to have that creative thought.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times I feel like when you're a note taker, when you're by the book, you end up becoming a very precise individual and you lose track of that creative ability. So the fact that he's able to be that meticulous and understanding and precise while also
meticulous.
I don't know how to spell unless you got Siri.
It's got to be a U in there. Right? Q.
You want me to Google it?
Q-U?
So unless you're able to, usually it doesn't go back and forth. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's one of the things of why he's so good. He has the precision and he has the dialed in approach of the meticulous note-taking type player, but somehow he still is able to be free.
He doesn't let that interfere.
He doesn't let that bog down.
What he does is he lets that build his instincts.
Yeah. You can't be thinking about that on game day, right? That needs to be something that is thought throughout the week. On game day, you just got to go out there and let it play.
You got to go.
And he is one of the best at that I've ever seen.
Man, it's fun. It's fun rocking with him, man. I know that.
How has he evolved since his rookie year?
I mean, just in exactly what we were saying. I feel like with reps, you understand, what's possible.
Yeah.
I think with how much film study he has, this guy watches.
But he was throwing no-look passes his first year too.
Yeah. Let's not get away from, his natural instinct of how he plays the game. He's one of the best at playing the game as free as he is. But I think with the reps and the understanding of defenses, with the understanding of situational football, with the, when we say situational football, we're talking about third down specific, like, what's the defensive coordinator running on third and short, third and 5 to 6, third and 8, third and 10 plus? He understands these kind of things to a whole nother level. So he's technically a step ahead of the game.
Right.
And when you do that and you can go out there and play free, I mean, that's when it gets electric. The biggest thing I think for him is that he's a fiend for football. He's a fiend for those situations. I was talking with him and Matt Nagy on the plane ride back, and they were just going back and forth of what happened during the second quarter, the end of the second quarter of a college game. And I'm sitting here like, I don't give a rat's ass about either one of those two college teams, let alone enough to watch college football on a Saturday while I'm, trying to put my feet up. I'll catch a Bearcat game, but I'm not sitting here watching a random SEC game or a random Pac-12 game, you know? And it's his love for the knowledge of the game is only making his instincts that much more fun. Yeah.
Explains why he's one of the best in the business, especially in situational 2-minute drills. He's so good when his team's down or when you guys need a score.
That's another thing, man.
Right?
When you can just get in that thing, put that thing in, what is it, fourth gear? When you can just floor it.
Yeah. I mean, you can floor it in any gear, but yeah.
Good point. But you go way faster in fourth than you do in first.
It's true. You go faster in fifth than you do in fourth. Yeah. Anyways, all right. So here we go.
This guy's got more gears.
National Tight End Day. All right. Let's go back to this debacle. Near identical stat line with George Kittle.
Close, but no cigar.
So obviously George had the one receiving touchdown.
Yeah.
You
big
had
time,
what
big time touchdown.
What looked like a touchdown.
Oh, man.
What does that feel like? Because I've never experienced having a touchdown callback. What can you tell all of us, including me?
Immediately, nothing selfish about it immediately. Damn, we just got a touchdown taken off the board as a team. Like, man, it's hard to get in the end zone.
I don't believe you for a second.
You know,
there's not one video is like
I got in my day, dog. I got so many touchdowns, dog. I ain't worried about that.
The first thing that comes to your mind when you have a touchdown call back is like, man, this really sucks for our team.
Yes,
that's awesome. You're a great team player, Travis.
Jason.
When I get a hold of you, I'm like, man,
at?
fuck! I just fucked up. I'm thinking about me. You're a great team player. I'm just saying. I don't know. That's great.
All right, you can only speak for yourself. I as soon as we get a touchdown out of that drive, it's like nothing happened.
Oh, I agree. You move on from it quickly. I'm not saying like you're like, oh, boo-hoo, and you go to the sideline like, I had a touchdown. And no, I'm not saying that, but
no. And that touchdown specifically, you take a big hit over the middle.
Yeah.
Those are the moments that I love being in the league, man. Just because football is just like, it's a big, physical sport. You want to see who can out physical who in a football game. Mm-hmm. When you catch one over the middle and just stand, don't even hit the ground.
Such a big, strong boy you are.
Oh, that felt so strong. So strong. Felt like strongest man in the world. Can't say enough about Kiddo, man. He's so electric. One of my favorite parts of the entire day was, they do the hype videos on the screen before the game started, like for the home team. They'll do like a pump up video or, they'll ask another guy in the sporting community to chug a beer. They'll do something to try and get the people going.
That was
right?
during the game.
Oh, my bad. They had Bruce Kittle, George's dad.
Nice.
Get electric. I just talked to George about this not too long. He said that it was actually a video during like the COVID year, but he put on a Rey Mysterio mask and got everybody hyped for National Tight End Day, and they threw it up on the big screen. And I'm just like, and then after that, after everybody got hyped, they showed him in the crowd, and he was just as hyped as he was in the video, and I was just like, let's get it going, baby.
Yeah. I mean, as much as I
it was electric.
Don't participate in National Tight End Day, what Bruce and George have done for Tight End U and brought the attention to the position.
It's the best.
They've been incredible.
Bruce is a former O-line coach. He was O-line coach over at Oklahoma. You can tell
by the way George plays, he's a former O-line coach. Dude's a freaking blocking machine.
Dude gets it, man.
But I'm just happy George is back out there healthy and dominating.
100%, man.
And hope to see that some more because it's just more fun to watch.
Yeah. It was good to see Shanahan finally dial some stuff up for my guy.
Yeah.
Man, it feels like all he does is hand the ball off. And I was going into the game like, man, they just got McCaffrey.
Well, he's been playing hurt too.
There's no way
maybe you're starting to feel a little bit better.
Yeah. I mean, he's a fighter, dude. He's going to play through whatever.
Well, we saw the debut of Christian McCaffrey, speaking of.
CMC.
Brought right in. How easy would it be to pick up a new team's offense? Some speculated that Travis's contract move might have been for Christian McCaffrey.
No, I never saw that one.
Yeah.
But shout out. I mean, Christian is obviously one of the best, if not the best, pound for pound running back in the league right now. The guy is, he can move. He's got those narrow hips we were talking about, man. He's got them narrow hips, man. He gets skinny through the hole real easy. I mean, and he's got unbelievable explosion, great vision, can catch the ball out of the backfield. If you put a linebacker on him in the receiving game, it's going to get ugly for you.
Can't do it. How easy would it be to just go in and play, getting traded and going in and play that week? Neither of us have ever had to do that, obviously.
Never, no. Don't think it would be that hard.
I especially don't think it would be that hard for running back, to be honest.
There's a few positions you could definitely do it. Running back's one of them. I think D-line is another one.
Yep. Obviously, the hardest would be quarterback.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I would say O-line, there's too much chemistry. You can't mess around with all that going into a game, especially not a Friday before a game.
You could do it at tackle, I feel like. You can make it work. If in a pinch, you'd have to – because you can help each other out. It just
depends on what you're running.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's guys, hey, block the end. You can get out of a game with it, but
who do I got?
Not ideal. It's not
got the
ideal.
guy in front of you, bud.
Yeah. Got that guy right there. Shocker. But obviously running back, I think one of the easier ones to do that at. Yeah. Most teams in the league now run all the generic running plays.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it was outside. All his carries were
I'm
inside,
assuming they weren't
zone.
doing super complex
They ran one
gadget
pass.
plays with them.
They ran one of those plays, and it was a huge hitter because no one expected it. They went empty, and I think they threw a quick screen to him.
Quick screen.
So just get the ball in his hand kind of play.
Sure.
So they probably made it really easy on him to just go out there and play football.
You guys are pretty strong. You're 5-2 heading into your bye week. Obviously, there's been some highs and lows. Yeah, how's the bye week going to go? What do you have planned for the bye week?
I plan on I'm coming out to Philadelphia. Gonna go ahead and see some family.
See some nieces.
See my beautiful nieces, man. They're so electric, man. Yeah, and then go watch some good old Philadelphia Eagles football, man. You guys got the Steelers.
Go to the game?
Can I go? Can you give me a ticket?
I think I can scrounge one up.
I'll call Kylie.
Yeah. You know who's in charge of that.
Right now. But other than that, not really sure what I got planned for the bye. Was that the question?
How will the bye help with your consistency was the question.
Oh.
But I didn't ask that because I don't even know.
You want to ask that?
How will the bye help with your consistency, Travis?
I think the bye will help with my consistency by
that's why I didn't ask.
Buying some free time by getting some free time to think about other things. I think what Coach Reed does, and I'm sure it's different in every single building, is Coach Reed lets us just get out of the building, not necessarily eat, sleep, breathe football 24/7. Because that's how I do it. Whenever I'm in a work week, even when I leave the facility, I'm looking at film. I'm thinking, visualizing, like we were talking about.
Yep.
I just put a lot of time, a lot of effort into it, and getting this bye week to be able to just step away from, the madness or the routine, the consistent, routine that kind of drains you a little bit. I think that's the best thing that you can have. It's just a restart, a refresh.
Yeah, I think that in the bye week, I think a lot of people talk about the physical aspect of letting your body recover.
That counts,
but I think even more than that, like what you're saying, the mental process of being able to step away and in some ways not think about football for a week is important.
Mm-hmm.
I think when you come back, we were back in the building on Monday for the first time after the bye. It was you feel rejuvenated, you feel energized.
100%.
For the lift. Everybody's just got like that kind of like back to school vibe a little bit.
100%.
So I think in that mental aspect of kind of deloading for a week is often overlooked and not talked about.
Well, right on.
Yeah.
Speaking of the bye.
Yeah.
You just had one, brother.
I did.
Obviously, 6-0 going into it. I mean, at this point, do you want to keep things rolling? Or are you happy about the bye? Are you?
Well, I mean, selfishly, I think our offensive line was pretty banged up. So probably happy from a physical standpoint. And, I don't think, it's going to affect, the run that we've been on or anything like that. I think that we're dialed in still, and the coaches are going to make sure that we're, still in the right frame of mind and still ready to go. So I'm not too worried about that.
Fire up, man. Let's talk about that bye week, though. Let's recap it a little bit, man. We started it off with dropping an album. You're officially a music artist.
Christmas album. It hasn't dropped yet. We announced we're dropping an album, but yeah.
Still tuning it up?
Yeah, it's done. It's in, I actually have the testing vinyl.
And you're singing on it? Are you
playing?
I'm
on it, yeah.
Are you playing on it?
I'd be hard pressed to call what I'm doing singing, but I'm on it. And I'm doing something resembling singing. But me, Jordan Malata, Lane Johnson, as well as a bunch of musical artists who are actually musical artists. In particular, Charlie Hall, the drummer for War on Drugs. He's kind of the one that really, honestly made this whole thing.
Put it all together?
Yeah, he introduced us to the right people. He knows all of these musicians or knows people that know them.
Yeah.
And the cast that we were able to put together, it's truly been remarkable how many people have been willing to help out with this. And I think it's going to be really cool. I really do. I think it's really cool. So I'm just excited to have the album.
You've been notorious for listening to Christmas music all year.
I love Christmas music. I do. I love, I don't know. I love music that you listen to with your family, music that reminds you of being in the house growing up, stuff that brings you back to, not just simpler times, but times where you were happy. And I feel like Christmas music does that for me.
This guy just wants to be happy, man.
Isn't that what everybody wants to be?
I'm always happy. So, you
So,
can't
but
tell
yeah, I
me
mean, this
anything
started out as like an idea just to kind of like raise some money for kids around the holidays for gifts. And it just ended up being this like awesome
I cannot
experience.
wait. I cannot wait to
We
hear
got some
this.
video and stuff.
So,
I mean,
so we got Jordan Mailata,
who can actually sing,
who can actually sing, is on.
who's playing football to launch his singing career. I'm dead serious.
We got Lane Johnson.
Yeah, who can also actually sing.
What?
I'm telling you, you're gonna find out.
So
I'm the only one that can't sing.
you're the
I'm the one that just.
You're the one that shows up at the class project.
Well, no, I'm singing. I'm there. I'm doing the work. I'm just not good at it.
All right. I was gonna ask who's Beyonce, but obviously it's not you. Who is
Who's
it?
what?
Who's Beyonce of the group?
Jordan Mailata.
All right. I didn't know Lane can sing too. I didn't know that.
He can.
I
mean, he's
that.
not Beyonce. You know, Jordan's Beyonce. Lane's like I don't know, like
Kelly Rowland. That makes you.
I don't even know. He's what's Dolly Parton.
The Destiny. You got. Oh my god. Oh man. Yeah.
And I'm Bob Dylan.
That's right.
I wish I was that creative. But no, it ended up being honestly, the project ended up being just a great album of honestly, like, I know it's gonna sound cheesy, but like friendship and like, dude, it was just a blast.
Nice.
We got a lot of video of it.
I can't wait to hear it.
It was
I remember
the collection of like individuals from like professional athletes to musicians to like recording people to like
all Philly based.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I can't say that all the musicians, the vast majority of them are living in Philadelphia now.
So dope, man.
And like, yeah, it's going to be really cool.
I'm not gonna lie, I was heartbroken, man. I asked you when you were gonna go record some of this if I could be a part of it, and you told me no. And you said it was because I wasn't a Philly. You said I wasn't a Philly guy, so I couldn't.
See, I think you're making this up again. I feel like I would have probably let you.
I don't forget things
be
like
a part
this, Jason.
Of it, but it is a Philadelphia Christmas.
I don't forget
album.
I can't wait till I come out with my album.
Do the same thing in Kansas City. I'm sure they'd love it.
Yeah.
Just copy. Be a copier.
I can't. Yeah,
it's gonna be hard though. You got to find a guy like Charlie who can.
I can't sing.
Yeah.
Definitely not Christmas albums.
Well, maybe we can play a couple songs on the.
I did meet Michael Bublé. He came. He's a huge Chiefs fan.
That's
Michael.
That might be pretty cool.
I could shake some bells.
I'll get you a vinyl when the vinyls are finally pressed.
Reindeer bells. What are those? The reindeer bells. What are those called?
Reindeer bells. What are you talking
about? Reindeer bells. Sleigh bells.
Sleigh bells. Yeah.
There we go. Moving on, you became the Phillies playoff good luck charm.
That's why I still got my head on.
That a boy.
I haven't washed my Phillies jersey yet. I haven't washed my jeans yet. I'm just going to keep wearing them throughout the playoffs.
You nehave never washed your jeans.
I don't know.
Which is kind of suspect because you don't wear draws.
I don't believe in draws. I am a big superstitious.
You're saying it.
I just really don't want to wash clothes. But it's going to be great.
Time out. You just said you don't believe in them, like they were like something like Christmas that you have to believe, like you have to have, like it's religion or something.
No, I mean, I think.
What do you not believe? They're there.
I don't believe that they're necessary. I don't believe there's like a useful.
So you just want skid marks on your jeans?
I am pretty good at wiping. I don't have skid marks. I prefer not to finish wiping until there's stuff.
You're a 290-pound man.
Yeah.
You got skid marks.
I do not. I promise you.
Get out of here.
I promise you, I do not have skid marks.
Oh man! Shout out to Kylie. She doesn't have to.
And my prostate is still functioning well, so
I know you don't wash.
I'm not a leaker, so I don't really understand what the purpose is for them.
This guy's killing it. Absolutely killing it. So how was the game? It was electric. You chugged a beer in 10 seconds, which is a solid chug for anyone that doesn't drink.
Well, I was limited to however fast it could pour out.
It was an electric. It was
an above pour, so I wasn't squeezing it or doing anything to force.
Which takes talent to be able to swallow the beer and to have like a waterfall going on at the same time.
Well, yeah, there is a little bit of foam that's created with the
splash.
Yeah. So, but like we said, I'm an experienced beer drinker.
Tasted an experienced guy to understand these kind of things. Give him credit.
Probably the most amount of people I've chugged a beer in front of.
Were you a little nervous?
Not one bit. I mean, I didn't really know it was going to happen, to be honest with you. They kind of said that maybe it would happen, but then the Fox crew, they were saying that maybe there's like some sponsorship deals that aren't going to allow it to happen. So I didn't know what to really expect going out there. But once the beer was there, I knew what
You
was
knew
going
what was
on.
going
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
Oh, look, a beer on the baseball
Like,
field.
what am I going to do with this? And then I got the bat flip afterwards, throw it up in the air. So yeah, that was fun.
Well, it was a proud brother moment for sure. I definitely appreciated the crowd getting absolutely electric
Yeah,
off of you fired up, and my guy Miles Teller got him fired up a little bit.
he
too.
did. Two
Shout out to
nights
Miles,
later,
man.
I was at that game as well.
He's killing it right now.
He
He's
fired
guys
him up
everywhere.
on the clincher.
Oh, nice. All right.
Series ender on Sunday.
Yeah.
Fired him up.
Bryce Harper.
Top Gun. Oh my
Maverick.
gosh. No, it's Goose's son.
Well, the new Top Gun is Maverick. The new Top Gun.
Oh yeah, that is the name of the movie. Yeah.
Great movie, by the way. Loved it.
It really is a good movie.
Shout out to Miles and all the Philadelphia fans, man.
Dude,
You guys are
rambunctious.
The city is electric right now. I'm
It
not
is.
gonna lie. I'm
Extremely
pretty
electric.
excited to be going out there.
I chugged one beer on the field. There's a guy after the game on Sunday who climbed a light pole
thought
and
you
chugged
guys
at
were
least 8.
I thought you guys were greasing poles.
They forgot to grease the poles. That's a big party
Rookie
foul.
mistake.
Yeah.
You guys will tell you guys haven't won in a while.
Not since 2017. That's right. They didn't think the grease was necessary until the World Series. They'll have the grease ready this next series.
Everything will be greased all week, man.
Yeah.
I love it. I'll give it a go, man. I'll see if I can climb on. So let's talk. I mean, it looked like it was just action packed bye week for you. What was the coolest moment? We had chugging a beer, and a huge bro hug with the Philadelphia Fanatic mascot.
Yep.
Rex Ryan on Sunday NFL Countdown mentioning New Heights podcasts and the fight stories. Obviously, we've had a few, but that one was the best fight of them all. And maybe telling Frank Thomas that he can chug a beer faster than me or faster than you.
Yep.
You and Kylie meeting the legendary Philadelphia Phillies head coach or manager, Charlie Manuel. Skipper, the old Skip. And then hanging with A-Rod, Big Papi, Miles Teller at the Phillies game. I mean,
I left the house.
It's what happens when you leave the house.
I didn't even need to leave the house to talk to Rex Ryan.
And then obviously the Fox Sports crew and fans put Jason in the Philly sports Mount Rushmore.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you're iconic.
I would say
if you left the house,
of all the events that happened this week, chugging the beer on the field with the Fanatic is number one.
It made you feel like you hit a home run, didn't it?
It was just
you could tell by the picture with the mascot how happy you were in that moment.
Here's what it is. We don't get to be fans that often. You know what I mean? And like being at the game and like truly like being able to be
Invested,
a fan and to like also going to go on the field, chug a beer. I mean, the Fanatic is like an iconic mascot. Kylie, my wife, a Philadelphian, cries sometimes when she sees the Fanatic. Like that's how much people in Philadelphia love the Fanatic.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, which I'm like, Kylie, it's a man who's probably super sweaty in a made-up suit. Like, can dial this back. He's not a real creature. But she is all in on the Fanatic. And to be honest, I get it. I chugged that beer, saw that big There's something about him. He's got good energy.
It's electric.
We got similar shoes. It was an awesome. It was honestly like really, really cool on a multiple kind of levels. I also that same game got to meet Charlie Manuel. Got to meet a lot of the Phillies that were part of 2008 championship and other years. Got to see Miles Teller. I mean, it was a really, really cool night and to be there. Both times we went really, but that Friday night was a lot of fun.
I love it, man. I was living through it, man. That was fun to see.
I mean, Charlie Manuel. I mean, obviously,
that was our
Philadelphia loves him, but I mean, he was a huge manager, hitting coach in the '90s teams for the Indians, and it was awesome to see him kind of transition over to the Phillies and take that and lead them to their World Series, which he never got in Cleveland, unfortunately.
Jose Mesa.
But I would say that's number one.
Yeah. Very cool, man. So
although they're all great.
We just mentioned that that Fox Sports crew put you on their Philly Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Who, in the mind of Jason Kelsey, would be Philadelphia's Mount Rushmore?
Well, I don't know if I'm
Who you got?
authorized to make the Philly Mount Rushmore because I'm not from Philadelphia. But I think, in my opinion,
I have a feeling the guys you're about to name aren't from the city either, but keep going.
no, I'm saying I feel like Philadelphia's Mount Rushmore should be decided by
Philadelphia. Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I think I got a pretty good grasp on who Philly likes at this point. I think the number one, I'd probably go Reggie White.
R.I.P.
Then number two, probably go Allen Iverson.
Hey, I was about to say, if you didn't put, I mean, he changed the culture.
Yeah.
He didn't just change, he changed the culture of sports. He didn't just change that one.
And then after those two, I think there's a lot of really, really good choices you can make. And I don't know where Philadelphia would go on this. If we're up to me, the next two would probably be Brian Dawkins and Pete Rose.
B-Doc.
But I don't know if that's what Philadelphia would do. I think you also have, there's a lot of other players you have. If you're going Sixers, you got Dr. J.
Yeah, I would say Dr. J was probably
if you're going Flyers, obviously Bobby Clark is legendary. Flyers, any of those Broad Street Bullies guys.
The Bullies.
They're probably a little upset I left them off the list. And maybe Bobby Clark gets in there of Pete. So, yeah, I don't know. Those are probably the four that I think of. And maybe I'm just biased with Pete Rose because he also played with the Cincinnati Reds. And whenever your nickname is, Johnny Hustle,
Yeah.
I'm rolling with that guy.
I'm with you.
Let's talk about coaching. Really cool moment this week with Pete Carroll and Geno Smith. It looked like Geno, a little flustered maybe. Carroll came out, calmed them down before a big third down conversion. We've seen Geno really come into his own in Seattle.
100%.
Which is interesting because, he's been in the league for as long as you have.
Yeah,
right?
same. Yeah, 10 years.
But obviously he's starting to play really, really well in Seattle.
Which you typically don't see. You usually see guys start off hot, not so good the following couple of years.
You usually see guys who start with one place, go someplace else, and fizzle out, right?
Right.
So how big of an impact does coaching make? Which, by the way, this isn't a surprising thing that Pete Carroll, I think, is a psychology major. Do you know that?
News to me.
I'm almost positive on that.
I got a minor in psych, so.
No, you did not. Maybe street psychology.
I don't know if that's. We got to keep going. Never mind.
Anyways,
technically got a scholarship handed to me, so I'm not even sure what they gave me. Keep going.
You got a degree handed to you and a scholarship handed to you.
And taken away. All right.
Because you didn't show up for graduation.
Where's this even going?
That's a good one. We should bring that
All right
up.
now.
All right. I think the best coaches end up being the ones that have the most emotional awareness, right? The most ability to connect with their players.
Interesting.
So it's not surprising to me that a psychology major in Pete Carroll is able to maybe connect with Geno on a better level than maybe some other coaches have. And everything starts upstairs, right? Especially at that position.
100%.
So yeah, how big of a difference does coaching in the NFL make? Upstairs
meaning the noggin, right? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, your brain.
Yeah. All right. I didn't know if you were talking about upstairs and like the.
But that's not the only. That's just with Pete. That's Pete's. I think every coach has something that makes them unique and great. Pete is clearly an unbelievable motivator and a guy that is able to connect with people.
1,000%. All the players that you see play for Pete aren't living in a bubble, aren't living in a shell. Their personalities are out there.
Yeah.
You look at Russell Wilson, you look at Marshawn Lynch, you look at Sherman, you look at, the guys all across the board on the Super Bowl teams that he's had, they're all very big personalities and they're not hiding a thing.
Yeah.
They're telling people how it is. And that's to be able to manage when it gets too far, because you still are representing an organization. You're still representing a lot more than just yourself when you wear whatever logo you're wearing in the league. but to still give guys that freedom to be themselves, that's when I think teams really mesh the best, and that's when I think guys play their best.
Yep.
You know, I've had unbelievable guidance in not just Coach Reed, Coach Tom Melvin, tight end coach in Kansas City, Coach Eric Bieniemy. I've had countless talks about how to manage not only my emotions, but how to manage what I'm doing in life so that, you know, it doesn't necessarily affect anybody in a negative way, but at the same time, it still allows me to be myself. You know, you're not, because the last thing you want to do is start being uncharacteristic.
Right.
You know, because that's a recipe for disaster no matter what occupation you're in.
Yeah. No, and you know, the best coaches find a way to embrace players as individuals and let them be who they are within the confines and structure
100%.
of the team, right?
100%.
I mean, not just, you know, let's talk about Andy Reid for a little bit. I mean, your head coach. I can't remember the last time Andy Reid has had a quarterback that has not been good for him. And that dates back to Philadelphia with, you know, Donovan McNabb obviously being the star, but A.J. Feely, Jeff Garcia coming in, Kevin Cobb, Michael Vick. All of a sudden he goes to Kansas City. Alex Smith has a rejuvenation of his career. Pat Mahomes now. You have Nick Foles sprinkled in there in both of those categories.
Henne coming in and winning
Chad
games.
Henne. There is something that guy does that makes quarterbacks be phenomenal. And I refuse to believe that it's just like that he's just the best schemer in the world. I think that he knows how to get guys to think properly, how to get guys to believe in themselves. What's your number one job as a coach? In my opinion, to empower your players.
Get the best you can out of them.
How am I going to make these guys feel that they can do this? Right? How am I going to make these guys believe in me, but more importantly, believe in themselves? All right? We talk about, I think it is really easy to find schemers and tactical coaches across the league. There are great offensive coordinators on every single team. There are great defensive coordinators on every single team. What the true mark of that is hard to find, and it's hard to quantify, which is why teams are always looking for this, is how do I find somebody that motivates, empowers, and also has the chops to organize this thing?
Yeah.
Right? That's a hard person to find, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, that's the most important job of a head coach. How do I motivate all my players? How do I motivate all of my coaches? How do I empower them? How do I organize this thing and have a culture of growth and creativity? And the best coaches find a way to get that done.
Sounds like you're getting into coaching, bud.
I've thought about it.
I don't know.
It's a hell of a time commitment.
Yeah, no,
I think I would love to,
but it sounds like you would understand everything that would need to be a part of that world, and I think recognizing that, and I don't necessarily.
I know it from the player's perspective.
Yeah, well,
I mean, obviously there is a lot of. I have no clue what it takes to be a coach in the NFL. Neither of us do. It is way different.
I got an idea.
I don't think so. It's way different going up there every single day, having to go through the film, assess where you want to attack defenses, how to get the most out of this particular player.
I'm not saying it's easy by any means. I think I got an understanding.
I think we would both be surprised if we had to go up there, do all that call plays.
I'm saying I understand what it would be like, and I can't do it.
Okay.
I don't have the ability. I can't just keep. Yeah, I don't think I could be able to put in that much time commitment.
Well, yeah, I think, you know, do you?
And that's why I appreciate Coach Reed and the coaching staff that we have. Yeah, that makes me appreciate that so much more because I understand how much work, how much dedication is being put into this for a guy like me to go out there and have success for the team. You know, I fully understand a lot of that. At least I feel like I understand it to the point where it's like, that only makes me have so much more respect for the coaches that do it the right way. Yeah.
Is it more important to have a player's coach or somebody that is just a tactical guru, do you think?
I feel like you got if you don't have one that can do both, you got to have both.
Yeah, you got to have both of those covered at some point.
100%.
You can't just be out there like, come on, boys, we're going to go get them. And
run through that wall.
Yeah, you got to have both of those to be great. And not everybody can do both. Some guys can do both. I mean, you have your Bill Belichick, you have your Andy Reid. There are some coaches that are unbelievable in both of those categories somehow. But yeah, I think it's hard to find guys that are great in both of those facets who can be the coordinator and the head coach. Certainly can be done, and it's been done many times, but
Yeah.
it takes a special guy to be able to do all of that. Who's the first coach you remember?
I would say dad, really. T-ball, baseball.
Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting answer. I was not thinking dad, but he definitely is the first coach I remember.
100%. Outside of and even then it was a different wavelength than anybody I'd ever had, after that. I think your father being your coach, you see it from a different point of view.
Yeah.
I think that the first coach that I really remember having, I'm trying to think all the sports that I was playing when I was younger. My baseball coach, Todd Began, was an awesome motivator. Was an ex-athlete himself, played college ball, college football at that, and I related to him because I saw that he had made it in doing the sports thing. Like he had made it to that next level, or he was a successful athlete, and it was I don't know, man. I don't know. What was the question?
Who's the first coach you remember? How did Coach Began make you feel?
Well, it was a very family-oriented team. Like I've been on teams. I think that Cincinnati, when we had BK, I think it was still a very family-oriented team because of what the leadership had already had going.
Yeah.
That is, the guys that were in the locker room made it feel like a family more than the coach made it feel like a family.
Mm-hmm.
But there's coaches that want to get invested. They want to know how your family's doing, how your mom, your dad, and everybody. And that was one of the things growing up that I loved. I loved playing baseball. I loved playing hockey because of the guys I was with and the family type atmosphere that we got playing with those guys, like a Coach Bogus, Stevie Bogus, like a Todd Began. Both of those guys made it so much fun to just come in and go to work.
Yeah.
Practice hard, play hard for the guy next to you, play with some integrity. I think that's what I really remember from my childhood of my coaches, or at least the coaches that I love the most.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's interesting that you said dad was the first coach you remembered, because now that I'm thinking of it, he's probably the first coach I remember. And then after him, I was fortunate to have tons of tremendous coaches, and I don't know that I really want to single out any one of them. But I think, whenever I think of coaching, I really do come back to this like sense of belief, in this sense of, what do I remember from coaches? And I remember most from the coaches I've had, at least, and dad included, that there are moments when you as a player, doubt creeps in, right? Especially when you're a young player and you're very impressionable. It's like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if this is going to work, or, I don't, and coaches, the best coaches I've had and the coaches that I remember always believed in me.
Fueled you with confidence, yeah.
And that's what, you remember from sports, is going through adversity, overcoming, achieving. That's what I remember from growing up and playing with coaches where, I was very, very blessed to be fueled by men and role models and coaches who believed in me. And that gave me the courage to believe in myself.
Big Ed, man.
Big Ed is the first start of it.
I'll tell you what, it's funny you say that, because he remained coaching in the community even when we went to college and the pros. My dad is always, especially baseball, that was his sports. That was the one that he wanted us both to try and go pro in. But his mentality was, if I get him to sign up next year, I did my job.
Yeah.
And that comes with kids feeling the confidence that they can do it.
Yeah.
Because he's just trying to inject happiness and confidence and growth in everyone, man. And that's coaching, man.
Yep. Well,
thanks, coach.
Yeah. Do you have a legendary coach you wish you would have played with, maybe?
Honestly, I absolutely loved my childhood. I loved my high school. I loved all the decisions I made. I wish I would have played for for Coach Babcock, man. I wish I would have played hockey
Eddie.
at least just 1 year, man. Or
He was a
the
great
legendary Kurt Gunther. I
Yeah.
played for his brother Todd Gunther when I was growing up.
That's right.
Awesome guy, awesome coach. But it was there was something about Babcock's that I had a relationship with that I was like, man, I want to play for that dude.
Yeah.
You know, and it was a personal relation, a personable guy, a guy that I just had a lot of fun being around.
I mean,
In terms of legendary coaches, I feel like I played for the best coach to ever, do the dang on thing in the NFL. So I can't necessarily say that I would want to play for anybody else when I feel like I played
yeah, it's a
for the
weird
best.
thing. I don't think I wish I would have played for anybody else.
Yeah.
I've been very, very happy to play for the coaches that I've played with. I do think it would have been really, really cool to see what it was like to play for certain coaches. I think it's, obviously, but that list is endless. It'd be awesome to feel what it's like to be coached by Bill Belichick. It'd be awesome to feel what it feels like to be coached by Pete Carroll. It'd be awesome to feel.
I wouldn't even just limit it to football.
No, I was about to say John Wooden. Like come on now. Like I think they're Vince Lombardi. I think as a player, you always are interested in learning new things and how other people do them. You should be at least.
Yeah.
So that's always, that'd be great. But, yeah.
We're talking about coaches. I think there's leaders throughout your life that you might not even know as a leader to you, but the advice that you get from them, the comfort that you get from the stories that they tell that you can learn from. And for me, growing up, we would always go to Quintana's barbershop. At least when I was in high school, I actually used to slide out on my lunch periods and go get a nice tight fade. But he gave me some advice one time to go and watch a YouTube video of a guy's teaching at Carnegie Mellon, I believe, the last lecture. And at this point in my life, I wasn't seeking advice. I wasn't looking for something to motivate me. I was in high school. I was just a happy-go-lucky kid trying to have some fun.
Yeah.
And I watched it, and his story is absolutely remarkable. But I especially remember at the end is it's not how you achieve your dreams. It's how you lead your life. It's how you direct your life. And if you lead your life, if you fuel it in the right direction, the things that you want in life will simply come to you. It's not necessarily how do I become a better football player. I'm going to wake up in the morning and do something that's going to genuinely fuel my love for it, or try and figure something out, whether it's, just waking up and having the determination to go out and get a workout in, go catch a few footballs, go into the film room instead of just watching movies. Every single day, go in there and dissect a certain play or dissect a certain person. And I was fueling all of my energy into this one world. And sure enough, that senior year that I had was me saying, you know what, screw all the happiness I have off the field, screw all the fun I have drinking and hanging out with friends. If I really want to make this football thing work, I have to become more knowledgeable about it. I have to become more passionate about it. I have to live every single day to want to be a professional athlete in the NFL. Yeah. And that's what I did. I started taking advantage of every single decision I was making and doing it with a purpose.
Yeah. The best coaching
Shout
advice.
out to Alex Quintana, man.
Yeah. First of all, yeah.
Guy.
Love Alex. The best coaching advice I ever got was from Dad. And I don't even think he knew what he was saying. I think he was just tired of answering why. And he just came up with his gem out of nowhere. He was doing he was telling me to do something. I don't remember what. And he said this a bunch, so it could be used in multiple different ways. But he said, I said something like, why do I got to do this? Why aren't you doing it? Like, you never do this. I said that to him. And he said, I'm not raising you to be like me. I'm raising you to be better than me. And it was something that I thought was really, really powerful, because I think at the end of the day, as I look back on that, that's all like any of us should be doing. We should all be trying to make things better than how we brought them in, right? And that's what makes the marks of great teams. That's what makes the marks of great teammates. When you, it's like it's an unselfish mindset.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if I'm making somebody better than me. I don't care necessarily where I'm at. I'm here to bring value to you. I'm here to bring value to my teammates. I'm here to bring value to my coaches. I'm here to bring value to my family, right? I just want to try and improve people by being the best version of myself, but also inspiring them to believe that they can be better. Mm-hmm. And I'll never forget that. I'll carry that to my grave. I think, when you leave something worse than when you found it, that's the true mark of failure.
Success.
No, well, worse than when you found it.
You said you flipped it on me. Sorry.
Anyways, let's get back to some lighter topics, huh?
Moving on to the New Heights Stamp of the Week. Seeing which guys throughout the league or just in general, who's taking their game to new heights, baby. Jason, who you got?
Ben Jones.
You
know who Ben Jones is?
It's a very American name. No, I do not know this man.
Ben Jones is the center. You should know all of the
Benjamin
centers.
Jones.
Ben Jones is center for the Tennessee Titans. He started his career down in Atlanta. I think he's went to Tennessee ever since then. I've heard nothing but great things about Ben Jones, his whole career. Mm-hmm. I know Brandon Brooks and other guys that have played with him talk about not just how smart he is as a player, but how awesome of a teammate he is. And that was exemplified this week. I don't know if you saw, but during the Tennessee game, it was clear he's banged up. He's cramping during part of it, gets rolled up on his knee. It was so apparent that he was fighting through things that him and Mike Vrabel had a moment after the game where the level of appreciation a head coach could have for a player. First of all, this talks about how unbelievable coach Mike Vrabel is and why guys love to play for him.
Northeast Ohio, baby.
But, in a day and age where we have rest days, everything's about keeping guys healthy. It feels like the NFL continues to lose focus on this level of toughness and doing something that might not be in your best interest selfishly, but it's not about you, right? I have to go with Ben Jones. Just the epitome of what I think this game's about. Unselfishness, toughness, grit. A guy that instantly already had the respect of his teammates, but definitely after that game, everybody in that locker room is saying how awesome this dude is. It feels like that kind of player in some ways is dying off in the NFL. So to be able to see Ben Jones still keeping that strong is pretty awesome.
Ben Jones, man, more power to you, brother. Keep fighting. We'll see you guys next week or after my bye, man. I went with Bella Rasmussen of Laguna Beach, high school player. Talking about paving the way in a world that, women are still fighting for equality in many, many ways. I actually played with two girls at Cleveland Heights. I don't know if you even know this. Two girls that played on my varsity team my senior year. And that is not a very comfortable situation for a girl to be in. And she's been playing football since I believe she was a toddler. A running back. She had 2 touchdowns in one game. The first female to have 2 touchdowns in one high school game.
Wow.
And if you watch the film, and I've watched it, she's actually running through tackles, breaking tackles, and getting in the end zone.
These aren't like 1 yard carry walk-ins?
No, she's actually toting the rock a little bit.
That's awesome.
And when she got interviewed by it, she was fired up.
Sure she was.
Yes, talking about, feed me, hand me the ball even more. Actually getting excited about it, telling guys to get off of her in terms of like breaking tackles. So it's just it's very dope to see her come out of the game setting records. I'm a big fan of Bella. So shout out to Bella for taking her game to new heights.
Taking football to new heights.
Ooh. All right now.
Well, got week 8 coming up. Let's look ahead. Got your bye week coming up.
Yeah, got my bye week, man. I'll be in as you know,
you're coming to Philly.
Yeah, I'm coming to Philly.
Are you you got any Halloween plans?
No. Is Halloween coming up?
It is. It's Monday.
I do. I have a costume. I don't know where I'm gonna wear it though.
What are you gonna be?
Well, that's no fun if you tell somebody what your costume is gonna be. It's the point of showing up and dressed as who you are.
Never thought about that, but yeah, I think that.
When's the last time you dressed up for Halloween?
Huh?
When's the last time you dressed up for Halloween?
Man, I don't know. I dressed up for Easter. I was an Easter bunny this past year.
You were. Didn't you scare Wyatt?
Yeah, terrified of it.
Well, big bunnies.
Yeah,
Nothing.
big 6'3" blow up bunny. Didn't go over well. This year we're all going as.
Did she scream for Dad and Dad wasn't there? Did you take off the hat?
I had to take off. I took off running
in front of her.
Well, I was just walking around.
More dramatic.
I was just walking around. I was in one of those like big inflatable like halftime suits they wear that they dance in at like NBA games and stuff. There's a big bunny suit of that. Like I was the Easter bunny. She was freaking out, terrified. And at one point I fall, and then the thing starts deflating. And I'm like, oh no, she's gonna see me in the suit, and then be all sorts of like screwed up. So I start sprinting behind the house. It wasn't a good situation. It was a dad fail for sure.
Has she since came to the room saying there's a giant bunny?
No, she's
All
not
right,
a
so
ghost
it's not
now.
traumatic. All right.
She's like obsessive about ghosts at this point.
All right, well, that's not
And
a
I
bad
fuel
thing to
that
do.
fire, and Kylie hates me for it. I was like, oh no, a ghost! And then she, ugh! And Kylie's like, will you stop terrifying that girl? I can't help it. It's too good. Yeah, we're going as the Christopher Robin crew. We're going as
Nice.
Winnie the Pooh creatures.
You guys, nice. So you are dressing up this year.
I am.
Tigger?
That's who Wyatt's going to be. Wyatt's going to be Tigger.
Nice.
Keep going. What do you think? Let's see if you can
Winnie
guess.
the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh is going to be Elliot.
Christopher.
Nope.
Who is the tiny, that's you?
Piglet.
I wasn't going to guess Piglet. Very nice.
Yeah, was not very proactive. So I think Kylie, as a way of spiting me for not buying an outfit, bought me a giant Piglet outfit. So I'm going to be Piglet this year.
That's why we love Kylie. Man.
Yep.
She gets it.
Yep.
She gets it. So moving on to your upcoming week, Steelers Eagles.
Yeah.
The battle of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Has this ever been much of a in-state rivalry to you? Like, have you felt the rivalry?
I mean, it's not like other rivalries for the Eagles, but I do think that there's in-state bragging rights for sure. Fun fact, the Steelers and Eagles were at one point the same team. They joined forces. I don't know if this was like during a war time or something like that, but they became the Steagles for a year.
Is this for real?
I'm not making this up.
Is this documented?
It is documented. The Steagles was a real thing.
Were they any good?
I don't know.
No. All right, we got.
And I don't know how long it existed, but I do know it was a thing.
What we do know is that the Steelers haven't won in Philadelphia since 1965.
That's a long time. I guess some would say they're due. Hopefully we can keep that trend going.
The Steelers did win last week.
I know. No, they lost. They lost to Miami. I watched it happen.
It was a fight, though.
It was a good game. Yeah, the Steelers are a good team, though. They're really, really good defensively. Obviously, they've been that way for Tomlin's whole career there, pretty much. They have a great D line as usual, even without T.J. Watt. Cam Hayward is a
legend.
Yeah,
I love that dude, man.
Yeah, I like him when I'm not blocking him, but I like him.
That dude. I don't know if he wears the.
It's a big head. It's a big head. We all know what's going on.
It's crazy.
He's a good player. Yeah, we got our hands full with the Steelers.
It's going to shock you with that thing. For everybody that wants to know all about the Steagles, it was 1943, and they went 5-4-1. They tied.
So they weren't very good.
Who knows? Back then, I don't even know. Were teams actually like going undefeated and stuff like that?
I'm pretty sure if you went 5-4-1, you weren't very good.
Middle of the pack, maybe.
Maybe.
It's a winning record, technically.
I think there were probably only like 8 teams in 1943. So
if they played 10 games, they probably played division
have
twice.
a division twice or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who the hell knows?
I don't know.
They were blocking like this.
Yeah, I couldn't use your hands to block.
I hated to have been an offensive lineman back then.
Are you kidding me?
What? We talked about Philadelphia Mount Rushmore, and one of the guys that was obviously legendary Philadelphia athlete, Charles Barkley, was one of the guys I was thinking about.
Sir Charles.
Who is only his aura has only increased post career, I would say.
I mean, he crushes it.
Yeah. But that was your favorite player growing up.
100%. Was he not yours?
You know what? He probably was. I mean, he was in the Michael Jordan era. So, I mean, he was competing with Jordan.
He was the biggest, toughest guy on the court. I feel like that was your...
I mean, I love Charles Barkley. Who doesn't like Charles Barkley?
If you don't like Charles Barkley.
Clearly, he was Travis's favorite player. I have no story like this. Travis used to run around the neighborhood quite a bit.
Oh,
whether it was playing basketball or baseball or anything like that. And they were having a block party. And we were kind of new to the neighborhood. We hadn't really acquainted ourselves necessarily with our neighbors as
Where
much.
I being new to the neighborhood, I found the perfect way to introduce myself to everybody.
We're running around playing sports out in the street in this block party. And my mom is sitting there talking with a bunch of parents. And all these parents keep saying, Charles is just so funny. Isn't Charles great? And my mom says, which one's Charles? And they point to you. It turns out you've been telling the entire neighborhood your name was Charles.
Mom?
Because you wanted to be Charles Barkley so bad.
Mom gave me the name Travis because of a fat kid that was on the movie Overboard.
It really was.
And that was not something you could hang your hat on.
Travis's name, if everybody have ever seen the movie Overboard with Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell, Travis is named after one of the fat kids in that movie. A very obscure, not even like a great character in the show. It really was not a good reason to name a kid. So actually now that you're saying this is
right?
all making sense.
This is what I'm saying. I saw a new opportunity to change my name.
I don't think I'm named after anything in particular, and I'd rather that be the case than what you're named from.
To be honest, it was probably like Tracy or something like that. And then when she found out it was a boy, she was just like, Travis.
I love that Overboard movie.
So yeah, I thought it would be a great idea if there was any point in time I was going to change my name. It was when we moved to the new city. I was actually pretty embarrassed when they called my bluff. Mom called me over like, have you been telling everyone your name's Charles?
Actually, Sir Charles, Mom.
Shout out to Big Chuck, man.
Yeah.
What a guy. Thanks for inspiring me.
Pete Carroll. Unfortunately, I was wrong. Not a psychology major. Maybe he is a psychology major because he psychologically made me think he was a psychology major. He's a education major, which kind of feel like you got to know.
You got to have a little bit of that in there for sure. There's got to be a little bit of understanding of the brain.
Actually, a lot of great coaches. Jeff Stoutland's an education major, I think.
Yeah. You want to talk about teachers? I mean, teachers, you got to teach the game.
We very well could be doing this next week of me telling you Stout was not an education major, but I'm like 90% sure he's an education major. I'm just handing out majors.
You get
a major, and you get a major.
This dude's nuts.
Dean Kelsey.
Yee!
The Ocho is in the books. You can catch new episodes every Wednesday. If you haven't figured out already, for those of you who are new, every Wednesday we do a new episode of New Heights. You can watch and subscribe on YouTube to the New Heights channel, or you can listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
Once again, New Heights is a Jukes original presented by Wave Sports and Entertainment. Please follow us on all social platforms at New Heights Show for fun clips throughout the week. And then on top of that, we always love to thank our producers. Thank you guys for everything you guys do. They're actually in the house now, so I'm allowed to look at them.
Yeah, well, thank you in person.
You guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for this week. See you guys next week.